Van Jones hosted an event, and it was interrupted by climate defiance. But I also want to give a special shout out to Colorado's Congressional District 7 Watermelon that also shared this video with me, or at least one of their members did. And I think it's important that everyone sees this and hears this because it had to deal with the aftermath. In case you forgot, because I have a theory, what I call the blurring effect, where people forget things that happen on the internet. Don't worry, the internet's forever; it'll never let you forget. Where Van Jones made a joke about dead Gazan babies, and we all know what's happening in Gaza. It's a full-blown disaster, and international forces are set to go into Gaza to do what? I don't know at this point. What, secure the peace? I mean, let's face it, Gaza has been utterly destroyed. What remains of Gaza is just rubble. There are no standing buildings. There are no institutions. There are no schools or universities or places of worship. No businesses. No hospitals. Just people starving and dying. Dying. That's what's happening here. So climate defiance did interrupt. This is the same group that did the great Cuomo impression, including the get to the subway as well. Go to the effing subway. Here's what happened.
Gazans are starving! Gazans are starving!
Shut the fuck up!
Gazans are starving! Gazans are starving because of people like Van Jones!
That's a lot of people.
I would like to provide a toast to Van Jones, a man who started out as a racial justice advocate and is now a stooge for corporate media and a shill for the Israeli government, making fun of dead Gazan babies.
If you are a young person, you open up your phone and all you see is dead Gaza baby, dead Gaza baby, dead Gaza baby, right. Diddy, dead Gaza baby, dead Gaza baby.
Absolutely pathetic to platform a genocide denier.
I'm here on behalf of the dead Gaza babies! Shame on you, Van Jones! They are Michael Bennett for funding the genocide!
I moved to Colorado when I was 10 months old.
Is this the Jewish revolution?
God bless them. I got stuff I want to talk about.
Okay, so there's Van Jones saying, "Oh, God bless him." I know I said I wouldn't pause, but he said, "God bless him," but now I got some stuff I want to talk about. Say it again, Van Jones. Say it again one more time for the people in back.
Is this the Jewish revolution?
God bless them. I got stuff I want to talk about.
God bless him. I got stuff I want to talk about.
The Jewish revolution.
God bless them. I got stuff I want to talk about.
You can't feed children! You can't feed children!
Get out!
I got a chance to spend a great deal of time in the Holy Land. I got a chance to spend time in Gaza.
Thank you, JSF, for feeding our community. Fuck you, Van Jones, for selling out. How much have you been paid to stand on the wrong side of history? You will be judged harshly.
They're not filming here.
You talk about food security. Gazans are starving. Gazans are starving.
Shut the fuck up!
Gazans are starving. Gazans are starving. Gazans are starving.
You're on camera!
It's walking out.
Gazans are starving.
Shut the fuck up!
Gazans are starving. Gazans are starving. Gazans are starving.
Let's go!
Gazans are starving because of people like Van Jones. Thank you for
Take it down.
Be quiet.
It's time to go. It's time to go.
We're going. Relax.
It's time to go.
We're going. Now feet on the curb. Cross your legs.
And sadly, folks, even as we sit here, the crisis, the despair in Gaza is still ongoing. But there's something else that did catch my attention here, too. A little bit off topic. I want to give a huge shout out to Colorado Congressional District 7 Watermelon. One of their members did share this with me. And if they are watching this, in the off chance that they are, I wanted to say, first of all, I try and read through all my emails and messages as best as I can. I'm only human here, folks. But I went to check out Colorado District 7 Watermelon they have done protests in regards to speaking out what's happening in Gaza, calling out Democrat lawmakers. Fantastic. And Colorado District 7, your group, just a heads up, you're probably going to get a knock at the door from the Democrat Party asking you for votes. Just keep your heads on a swivel here, because something caught my attention. Something caught my attention, and I call this almost in similarity to what is happening to Case Study QB, who is wrongly being censored. This is Colorado District 7 Watermelon. Caution! This account is temporarily restricted. You're seeing this warning because there has been some unusual activity from this account. Do you still want to view it? Usually, you see this in case there's like some sort of weird stuff going on. Crazy stuff going on. What? Well, I mean, they're posting them interrupting events. There's them protesting with climate defiance. There's all this other jazz here too. Nothing controversial. Oh, look, they're sharing Indie from an Indie News Network. There you go. Look at that good stuff. Look at that. It's all good. Anti-war, all this other kind of stuff. Why? Why is it being temporarily restricted? So what's the takeaway here? Well, first of all, obviously, look, here's how I feel about it. We do need to keep on talking about what's happening in Gaza. I mean, I've never seen such a display of absolute inhumanity and madness and brutality, the likes of which we have not seen in quite some time, especially in real time, where if we are on TikTok, Instagram, X, Facebook, YouTube, any social media, we're going to be bombarded with the imagery of the horrific man's inhumanity to man in Gaza. Whatever remained of Gaza in 2023 is long since gone. There are survivors there that have lost everything, not just only possessions and households, but the thing that matters the most: family, friends, community. There are young children out there, and you know what? I'm not a parent, but I'm an uncle. I would be filled with rage if something like that happened to me, where I'm seeing my loved ones deceased, young people just blown up. I would be weeping. And I think we all are, because let's face it, we're all sharing the same planet together. And yet there was an opportunity in which Biden and Kamala Harris could have, and I say could have, they had the power to potentially call for a ceasefire, stop it. You know, I know Trump was touting for a ceasefire, but the starvation's still going on there. People are still dying. And now there's been a vote from the United Nations for a full-on intervention into Gaza. I just wanted to pull this up here, all right? Because it is a real thing that's happening. It is a real thing that's happening where the international community, at least allegedly as it stands right now, are going to go into Gaza. All right. And I want to just pull this up here. This is a vote. Let me make sure I have this available. I'm sorry about that, folks. Let me make sure I got this all set up and ready. My apologies for the delay. My apologies for the delay. Let me make sure I have this available for you. But let's go and pull this up here. UN approved of Gaza Stabilization Force. So, Palestinian defenders stated on Monday's approval that the United Nations Security Council plan, U.S. plan, authorizing a so-called International Stabilization Force for Gaza, is a denial of Palestinian self-determination. 13 United Nations security members voted for the resolution, while no nation voted against the proposal. China abstained, as did Russia, which submitted a rival draft resolution. while U.S. Ambassador to the UN, Mike Waltz, hailed the approval of what he called a historic constructive resolution. Hamas, which has ruled Gaza since 2007, rejected it. What it said was imposes an international guardianship mechanism on the Gaza Strip, which our people and their factions reject. Assigning an international force with tasks and roles inside Gaza Strip, including disarming the resistance, strips it of its neutrality, and turns it into a party to the conflict in favor of the occupation. At this point, folks, I don't know what the future holds for Gaza, but never forget, folks, that our media and every institution way back in 2023 and in 2024 had the power, influence necessary to prevent all of this from happening. And now we're at a point of no return. Just want to play this here one more time.
Gazans are starving! Gazans are starving!
Shut the fuck up!
Gazans are starving! Gazans are starving because of people like Van
Take
Jones!
this down.
That's a lot of people.
I would like to provide a toast to Van Jones, a man who started out as a racial justice advocate and is now a stooge for corporate media and a shill for the Israeli government.
Shout out to Climate Defiance for doing the right thing. Shout out to them. Now, more action, I think, is necessary and needed so that we keep the story of Gaza alive because, you know, let's be clear here. All what this war has done, all what the conflict has done there is just lay down the foundations for the next war. And future generations will look at us and wonder, why we allowed it to take place? Why it was allowed to happen? Why? Why? That's the question, the key word, the watchword. Why was it allowed to take place?